What? Oh, okay, it's starting up. Taking its sweet time, though. That's not what the stream is, stupid Twitter thing.
I'll beat you.
Do you think you can beat me?
Charge! Fire laser! Charge! Fire rocket launcher!
All right, that link is tweeted out. Give people a minute to join. Couple minutes to join. Actually, sounds more reasonable. Check my phone to see if the stream is actually displaying the way it's supposed to, because last week it just didn't want to. I just got a message from my friend. Can't wait. All my games I just ordered the other day are in. This is going to be fun streaming. I'm going to give it another minute for people to join in. Got to check my phone to make sure the stream actually shared right.
I won't lose to the likes of you.
The only thing that's going to be difficult is playing the game at 30 FPS instead of 60, but I'm sure I'll survive. Is it displaying as a live thing? Yes, it is, but it's unlisted. Misa thinks I have to run it twice. I hate when my streams do this.
It's closer.
Set that to public so people can actually see it. I don't know why it always sets it by default to unlisted. I don't want my streams to be unlisted. That doesn't make it very easy to get viewers, but okay. We'll give it another like 1 minute since it was unlisted. I'm going to turn my fan on because, man, it's hot in my room right now. Ugh, and yeah. Apparently, ordered a copy of Ocarina of Time on GameStop, and I actually got a gold cart, which is what I wanted because uncensored is fun. I'm not sure. I might stream Ocarina of Time. Actually, I love that game to death, and I can actually play my N64 without wanting to kill myself now because I got a decent controller for it. Waiting for my RetroTink 2X, I think it's called, the upscaler I just ordered. That thing's going to be fantastic for videos on this channel. Cannot wait for that thing. Let me just make sure it's actually displaying right now, because it certainly wasn't. That's more like it's actually, like, displaying the game. Yeah, nice. I don't know why my streams always set themselves by default to be unlisted. But alright, whatever. We're going to start off with the hero story, as the title of the stream suggests. I don't know if we're going to get through all of it. Probably not, honestly, because I have class in the morning. But, college is kind of a bitch. But I love this cutscene. It's so incredibly cool. It's like one of the neatest things ever. This is the Xbox 360 version. I was going to stream this on Xbox One. But I guess Xbox Live is going under me. Requires cloud saves, so I couldn't use that, so whatever. My 360 is hooked up at all times. I just hit a button, but I wasn't expecting it. I had to put batteries in my 360 controller, and so annoying. God, this intro was the coolest thing to me as a kid, because this was my first ever exposure to Sonic. Sonic Adventure 1 is the game I had as a kid. Oh, the GameCube version specifically. But we rented this as a family, like, long before that, and oh my god, it blew my mind as a kid. It's still pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. I love this so much. It's insanely neat. But hey, we're playing City Escape, and this level's incredible. I love every second of the stage. I think I'll be fine with this frame rate, actually. We'll find out later. I'm gonna give myself a restart there, because that made me angry. My stream's a stuttery little mess right now, isn't it? Ew. Looking over at the preview. Should clear up in a second, though. But man, this game is so much fun. It's not great, I don't think, in every way. But, like, overall, it's one of the better 3D Sonic games for sure. It's at least a third, like, fantastic. I'd say a little more than that, actually, though, because I am a big fan of Sonic Adventure 2. I don't talk about it as much as I do Adventure 1 or some of the other games. I'm doing terribly right now because naturally on stream you always do worse than you normally do. But, yeah, man, this game is super cool. I think that's the thing I like most about Sonic Adventure 2, the cool stuff you get to do. Like, sure, Sonic can randomly backflip. Is it a necessary ability at all? No, not at all, but it's fun to do. Man, playing this right now for me feels like I'm playing it on a crappy emulator because that frame rate's so bad. Future episodes, I'm probably going to make a new setup. I'm going to be making a new setup for streaming console stuff that involves either getting another TV or just having a permanent stream set up in front of my main TV. I don't know yet. But streaming PC stuff isn't an issue. It's just console stuff. Recording isn't an issue, but that doesn't really matter right now. That's no fun to talk about. Man, City Escape's a good level. Oh, man, this is probably the most famous part of Sonic Adventure 2, and for good reason. This level's absolutely fantastic. It's not my favorite stage in the game, and I do think all the Sonic stages in this game are a little too linear. It's why I prefer Sonic Adventure 1 overall, but there are parts of this game that I think are just incredible, and this is one of them. This level does such a good job setting the stage for the rest of the game. Kind of like the Adventure 1 stream, this is going to be a pretty casual playthrough. You know, we're going to break it up into multiple parts, probably 5 streams if I'm guessing correctly. So I'm going to end this stream at around 10:30 probably. And I'm thinking I'll get about halfway through Hero Story. I'm not actually sure. I might get more than that. It depends on where we are, basically, how far I'll go with it. God, this is so cool. This game is just so neat. Like, the things that you do in this game make you feel awesome, especially when you get good at them. I say as I completely screw up grinding. But, that's fun. But yeah, the format for this should be a couple of streams, obviously once a week. I'm going to try and do more than one stream a week from here on out. I want to do around 2. 1 Sonic-related and 1 miscellaneous. The Sonic streams do well, and they're a lot of fun. But I don't just want to be a Sonic channel. It's something I'm very specifically avoiding. Even though my Sonic content tends to do the best of anything I do. So I do want to have some emphasis on it, but not too much, if that makes sense. I love the momentum of the spin dash in this game. It's exactly like the first game. It's so much fun to use. But yeah. Backflip into that. Why does the description still say Hat in Time stuff? It's incorrect. I'll have to fix that. Should only take about a second, though. There we go. Just copied and pasted it over from where I originally had it typed. Because I do these things in advance, I do put effort into this channel, even if it's very much non-apparent. This boss fight's pretty goofy. Bigfoot, his name is, I believe. He is very, very easy to beat if you know what you're doing, and I do know what I'm doing, so I'll show that off real quick. They sort of imply that you have to wait for him to come down and do like a ground attack, but actually you can just jump into him from these crates, which shortens the boss fight by quite a substantial margin. If you come back to this later with one of the power-ups that we're going to be getting towards the end of the game, actually, this is actually, it's really hard with such a low frame rate. I say low frame rate, but it's the average frame rate for games at the time. The thing is, I'm just so used to this game running at, like a really smooth 60 FPS, because Sonic Adventure 2 is a very smooth game. Now all the boxes are destroyed, so I gotta run around and wait for him. The camera isn't super nice during these boss fights either. Sonic Adventure 2 has a pretty awful camera overall. Not the worst in the series or anything, but it's just not saying much. But he's dead now. If I can just get one more hit on him. Oh, his invincibility frames were like exactly long enough that I couldn't. That's very annoying. A lot of the problems I have with this game also apply to the first Adventure game, but I like that game a lot more for reasons I will get into throughout this whole little series I'm doing, throughout all the Sonic Adventure games. Well, I say all of them. There are 2. Though I do want to do the other 3D Sonic games after this. Probably not immediately. I'm going to touch on some of the 2D stuff next. Like, you know, I want to do Sonic 3 and Knuckles once I get a copy of Sonic and Knuckles. I have all the games, like, over re-releases and stuff, but I don't have Sonic and Knuckles. It's the only Genesis one I don't have in box, and I'm going to try and do those on their original consoles where applicable. There's Shadow. You can see right through the Bigfoot mech thing. It doesn't make any sense.
A jewel containing the ultimate power.
That's the Chaos Emerald.
Yep, Sonic. It is a Chaos Emerald. There are many.
Now I know what's going on. The military has mistaken me for the likes of you.
You want to speak up, Sonic? Can't hear you over the music. Yeah, this game's audio mixing on Xbox Live is it's kind of bad. I'm not gonna lie. Actually, I'd say it's just about the worst. Yeah, the other versions are not nearly this bad, but the Xbox Live PS3 version / PC, this port is just atrocious in terms of its audio mixing. I'm not sure why it's so bad. It seems pretty inexcusable, honestly, but hey, it is what it is. I don't mind it because it doesn't really get in the way of the gameplay or anything, but the presentation, which is otherwise pretty decent in SA2, is definitely hampered in the ports. But it looks the nicest, and it's the one I can stream the easiest because I don't own a Dreamcast or the Dreamcast version of this game, and it would be annoying to hook up my GameCube. Well, by hook up my GameCube, I mean turn on my Wii, because all my consoles that I use are permanently hooked up, and I could have just put the GameCube version in, but it's not widescreen, so I have to like mess with settings to make it the right aspect ratio. Because by default, my upscaler that I use for Wii stuff outputs it in widescreen, even though stuff is not widescreen. So in editing for videos, I can fix that, but I can't do that for a stream. So, meh.
So that's Dr. Eggman.
Well, who else would it be? Rouge, you're supposed to be a government spy. Spoiler alert, I guess, but
Not if I can help it.
that cutscene's so awkward, isn't it? Like, he jumps up and punches it, but he actually doesn't punch it, but they show him like he's supposed to be punching it. I don't even know. Look what you did to my emerald. I love the dialogue in this game. I have it so memorized. I'm not going to talk along with it, but only because, like, my my audio should be a little bit out of sync with what it's supposed to be. It's close. It's very close to being, like, it's good enough that I can use it comfortably and, like, communicate and play the game and everything, but it's not exactly 100% accurate.
Yeah, we'll see about that,
Batgirl. Okay, it's gonna be hard not to talk along with it. I love the audio. Yeah, the audio. I love the dialogue in this game way too much. Hey, Shiny, how you doing tonight? I forgot. I don't know why. It like shocks me every time I go to a Knuckles level and they start having self-referential raps. I love it so much. Hey, we found a piece of the emerald already. No, let me go back down. No, I found it. Yeah, so Knuckles is probably the well, Knuckles is one of the characters I think got the worst treatment from SA1 into SA2. I don't think his gameplay is bad. It's essentially the same as Sonic Adventure 1. The only issue, I'm going down for that piece where I actually know where it is. I'm not screwing around up here just yet. I know where there's a piece down there. But, yeah, the radar system in this game, I mean, it's pretty famous as being a nerfed thing, but they screwed up Knuckles' gameplay a little bit by, neutering his radar. It's much less efficient than it was in the prior game. It's still totally usable, but it shows one emerald at a time, and it's a lot less precise. It has less stages of color, I guess is the phrasing I could use that I'm gonna use. Yeah, we're gonna get an A rank on this level probably, but I don't even know what I got on Cityscape. I wasn't paying attention to my ranking at all. All right, so it's on the other side then. Usually the emeralds are in the same couple of general locations throughout every level. That's not a guarantee, but usually you can figure it out by, like, you know, hitting up the wings of this level. They'll usually be on the left and right. Is it underneath? Now it's up here. Okay. In the box. Yeah, so they're usually in the same basic places. So if you know the levels well enough and you've played them enough, you can kind of feel out where the emeralds are going to be. I don't know if that was an A rank or not, but it should have been. Like, on a good day, this level can take under a minute.
Yeah, this is perfect.
I like some of the early Knuckles levels a lot, but I'll talk about why it's an issue later. In a lot of ways, I prefer Sonic Adventure 2, but I still think 1 is the better game in a lot of ways, including of Tails, but I guess we can touch on that now. They weren't super kind to Tails in the transition from Sonic Adventure 1 to 2, to say the least. He is not the free-flying, free-flowing character that he was in the first game. Oh, his mouth movements are so weird. Rather, he is Gamma, which is for good reason, because originally it would have been just Eggman who was going to be playable, but then they brought Tails back because people complained or whatever, and...
Look, it's Amy. And Eggman, too.
Yep, there he is.
What's Amy doing here?
That's a really good question. They never really do explain that. I mean, they do explain it, but, like, it's still impractical. I've noticed that, too. Sonic Adventure 2 seems to be relatively popular right now. Which is just coincidental for me. I almost considered putting off my SA2 series because, like, there's a lot of Sonic Adventure 2 stuff going on right now. I was going to just move on to Heroes or Sonic 3 and Knuckles or something, but I decided to stick with it. Just because I like the game. Tails is worse than Gamma, I think. Eggman and Tails both are just worse gameplay-wise than Gamma because the control's a lot looser. But I'm not really complaining about it yet because it's not terrible. Some of the later levels do get pretty close to being awful, but I think for the most part the earlier ones are kind of entertaining. Not kind of, they are entertaining. They're fun. But they do go downhill.
This time I'll let you go, but the next time we meet, you won't be so lucky.
Ah, Dean Bristow as Eggman. He is such a solid actor for the part. I know I'm actually more of a Mike Pollock guy myself, but man, Dean Bristow really brought a lot of life to that role. I mean, he defined Mike Pollock's performance as well, so it's fair. I just punched my mic. I'm sorry. Ugh. Of all the character themes to carry over, most of them carry over but a remix, I think. But, like, Amy's is untouched. I guess because she's not playable. But I wish they would have changed it because I think she has the only annoying theme in SA1. It's like, I like it fine for what it is, but I like it less in this game. But yeah, we're on to the Tails missions, which are fine, I guess, if I was going to use one word to describe them. I don't know. I feel like Gamma's control was just so much tighter. If this controlled more like how Gamma did, I think Tails and Eggman would have the superior levels. And honestly, Eggman's level design is pretty good compared to Tails. You kind of get the feeling Tails got a little bit shafted. But it's not awful. I don't think at any point SA2 is ever a terrible game. Like, that seems to be a popular opinion. Can I shoot Amo Chow right now? Come on, please. Can I just get a shot in? Dang it. Ugh. Or Omo Chow. I don't like calling him Amo Chow. It's the same thing, whatever. But the gameplay's the same as Gamma's. It's a shooting thing. You're holding in a button, you're letting go, and then you shoot. It works, and it's functional. And at times, it's super fun. I think Gamma just had such better control, though. Like, unless you're going in a straight line, Eggman and Tails are just so clunky. We'll talk more about Eggman later, because he has some really good level design. I don't completely have an issue with Tails being in the mech, but I feel like it shouldn't have been his entire gameplay. I know on GameCube, I may do a stream of action replay codes of this game later. Like, I'll hook up, when I get my Retro Tink, I can hook my GameCube up with some S-video cables and get, like, not terrible quality out of it, and grab my old action replay disc and show off the action replay codes for this game, because you could do some stupidly weird stuff in that game. This game, rather. Like, put Eggman and Tails outside of their mechs in every level. It's very funny as Eggman, and actually kind of interesting as Tails, because he controls really well outside of his mech. And he has a tail attack, which I find odd, because you can't play as him with it. The Golden Beetles can be kind of annoying in some of the levels. The next level, I'm actually dreading the Golden Beetle in. In terms of getting A ranks as Tails, it just amounts to locking onto as many things as you can, which I'm doing pretty bad at right now. I don't know. I probably will still get a decent rank. I'm not really worried about ranks in this game, you know. If I get E ranks in levels, that's whatever. I mean, the only game where I, like... If I was playing it on my own... I guess that's why he has his tail attack, yeah, is to attack the Chow. But that's really never something I find necessary. Let me shoot him. Jeez, thank you. I mean, I know it can help you build Hero and Dark Chow faster, but it also makes them die. So it's not really good for effective Chow breeding. You know what? I'm going to have to hook up my GameCube to do a stream of this anyway, because I'm not going through the... I've never unlocked Green Hill Zone as the bonus level in the Xbox version, and I'm not going to for my streams. But I have it on my GameCube memory card, so I can do that. I'll have to do that eventually anyway. I may as well just make it into an action replay stream. That would be a lot of fun. A C rank? Yeah, okay. I didn't try super hard. It's hard to play this game at a lower frame rate. Again, you guys are going to get a great frame rate out of it because I always sort of make sure of that, but I'm using my computer monitor to stream. Also, I guess all these writings in the cell here are meant to be by Gerald Robotnik, who's a character we will but who'll be very important later in the story. Not so much in the hero story, but in the overall narrative. So that's cool that they sort of set that up a little bit. They don't do a great job setting it up, but yeah.
Are you sure you don't need my help?
I love this whole cutscene. It's really endearing.
The reason I'm in here is because of that fake hedgehog.
You mean that black hedgehog?
Did you see it? Where is it now?
Ugh, it's like weirdly. I don't like the racist overtones that's unintentionally created. It's not as bad as Shadow the Hedgehog was, but yes, Big is in this version. We'll see him a couple times throughout.
That black hedgehog came here with Dr. Eggman.
So, Eggman's behind this, huh?
I'm guessing the Coddle ride with Tails thing is just a translation error. Because, yeah, he didn't catch a ride with Tails. But Big is in this version. He was in City Escape. He got killed by the truck. And we'll see him a couple more times. I don't know where he is in every level. But I know he'll show up from time to time. This is the only level I'm going to do a for sure restart in. Because I like this level way too much. This is my favorite level. Probably in all of Sonic. I love this stage so much. But we can't do everything correctly on a first playthrough. Because to make him show up in cutscenes, you have to like mash certain button combination. I think it's like X and Y on an Xbox controller. And I didn't want to do that because I forgot how. But we're going to end up resetting this level because I like to A-rank it if I can. It might be hard because, again, I have to play this at 30 FPS and I'm really used to this game at 60. But let's find out if I can A-rank it at the wrong frame rate. Again, it's a 60 FPS stream. I really hate how Elgato cuts the frame rate in half. I could use OBS, but I didn't want to do that. But I love this level so much. It shouldn't matter because this is all muscle memory anyway. But man, this level's ridiculously good. I don't even know how to describe why it's so good, but I'm going to try. It has multiple paths like a classic Sonic level. It has lots of strings of enemies to make you feel super cool about homing attacking across. That's probably the hardest part of the whole level right there, is getting that gold beetle. But yeah, this level's dope, and it's actually kind of hard to get the top rank. It's the only level where I'm like, for sure, if I don't get an A rank, I'll actually be kind of bummed about it. It's one of the best songs in the game. Shiny's got that right for sure. It's so high octane and in your face. It's so Sonic. I love it so much. I would call it the... Whoa, I almost died there. That would have been bad. Spin dash. And land on the rail. Cool. As long as I get the points for landing on the rail, the time loss there shouldn't really matter. Hey, I think I'm going to probably end up A-ranking this, assuming I can get the rocket launch. This is also a hard part of the level. I almost died there. So let's see. Well, that was probably going to be catastrophic. Let's try that again. Yeah, this is like one of the hardest things to get right. At least I've never been good at it. Like, I can get it consistently, but usually it's like down to the wire. I'm like really slow. Yeah, I got it though. That wasn't bad. And then we blast through in another mini city escape style thing. I love this level so much. It's so good. I think that was an A-rank performance. We'll find out in a second. This is the only level where, like, if I wouldn't restart it again or anything, like, if I was near the end. But this level is, like, a must A-rank for me because it's so much fun to get perfect. Whoa. Again, I didn't get it perfect. I had weird things like that happen a couple times because, of course, when you're streaming, odd things tend to happen. But I'll at least get a B, so it's such a fun level. It really is. The rest of the Sonic stages are really good too, except for like Crazy Gadget, which is pretty weak. But hey, it was an A rank after all. But yeah, that level's really, really dope. I can't say enough good things about it. It's just because it's so fast paced and so very borderline non-linear, very much like a classic Sonic stage, which is something I'm very fond of. Best cutscene in the game. I'll just be quiet for it.
again of all places.
I found you, faker.
Faker? I think you're the fake hedgehog around here. You're comparing yourself to me? Huh? You're not even good enough to be
I'll
my
make you eat those words.
Man, that is cinematic perfection. Like, ah, man, if that scene isn't in one of the Sonic movie sequels, assuming it gets sequels, I will be heartbroken. Boss fight's pretty decent, too. By which I mean it's the exact same as the fights from Sonic Adventure 1. I immediately didn't die, but it took a life anyway. But I like this. I like the cutscene before this fight, and I like Shadow's dialogue during the fight.
You won't be able to just attack him. Try something to lower his defense.
Yeah, that's characteristic dialogue for Shadow.
So you're not just a hedgehog.
But he's dead. He's very dead.
You know who I am.
I love that dialogue so much. It's so funny. And as a kid, even, I thought that I'm the coolest line was the dumbest thing. Like, Shadow is never the kind of guy who'd be like, I'm the coolest. Like, he wouldn't use the word cool to describe anything. Ugh, his face is so weird in this cutscene. This is another really good level.
Now before the island blows up with you on it.
Blows up.
I am a fan of Shadow in this game especially. In his own game, I grew to hate him, though. Like, I hate Shadow the Hedgehog as a whole. I think that game is garbage. But he himself is one of the worst parts of it for me. I think he's just so insufferable. In this game, oh, he's so awesome. I was so excited for Shadow the Hedgehog because of this game. Because I thought he was super neat. Come on, Lightspeed Dash, work. Thank you. Yeah, this level's pretty good. I'm trying to remember. I know there's a secret power-up in this level. I'm trying to remember where it is. I'll get to it. And if I don't get it, whatever. Unlike in Adventure 1, I'm not really worried about, like, that 100% completion thing, because this isn't a game I go back to as much. I think I missed the airing for missing this homing attack chain, but whatever. Shadow's dope in this game, though. His line, I'm the coolest, is still out of character, but he's not wrong. He's one of the best parts of this game, honestly. Like, in an anime edgy villain kind of way, which is a very good thing, honestly. I'm a big fan. Trying to remember where I need to go. I know there's an area where I have to turn the camera and do a weird jump. Oh, here it is. Yeah, I need to get these rings, and then homing attack across here, and get the Mystic Light. Yeah, Ancient Light, whatever it's called. I knew that was the thing I had to do. We'll never use this power-up. Like, throughout the entire game, I'm not going to use it. It sucks. But I wanted to get it, so... Mystic Melody is what I confused the name with. Yeah. We'll never use this power-up, though. It's garbage, and it actually makes the game harder if you try and use it. So that's the thing. Like, I might show it off later, but, like, it's not something we're going to be intentionally using on enemies, because it's just a homing attack that you can't control at all. Not great from a player's perspective. But this is another really good level. I think all the Sonic stages in this game are super good. Again, except for Crazy Gadget, which is pretty awkward. But they all give, like, a lot of opportunities for cool homing attack chains and stuff, so... Yeah, consider me a fan. I like SA2 a lot when you're playing as Sonic. And again, I don't hate it as the other characters either. I think it's pretty good. It just could be better. Like, I'd still play it over Forces or Unleashed. But... Or probably Heroes. I'd play Heroes. I'd play this over Heroes, too. That went well. I love those mini homing attack chains. They're completely, like, just gratuitous, but pretty fun stuff. 1 week from yesterday, Mega Man 11 comes out, and I'm gonna stream it, but it's also my 21st birthday, so I don't know if I'll stream it that day or the next day, because I'm gonna be super hungover Wednesday, but... Or it might not be. I'm hoping I'm not, honestly. I don't really want to do that much drinking. I haven't died here, like, ever. Oh, the platform stopped falling. I just assumed they killed you in this area, but... Okay. Cool. That's the end of the level, then. I never knew that's how that went. Interesting, because you can just jump over all the platforming there, but I didn't. I wonder what rank I got. Probably a C. I was wrong.
That was cool.
I actually would love to do a Sonic Forces stream now that I think about it. I like that game. And most people don't, which is why I think it would be an interesting stream. Also, rip Prison Island. I mean, oops. Got pretty obliterated. Hey Mason, long time no see. How you doing, man? Oh, and you're just in time for the... Like, not in terms of level design or anything. It's just really cool.
Hurry and find the Master Emerald.
Now we can dig. This mechanic's implemented much better here than it was in Sonic Adventure 1. You can also bounce off the ground there, which is pretty handy stuff. Yeah, I was kind of going for the Sonic 3D Sonic reference with the long time no see. It seemed relevant. I also very obnoxiously pointed at my computer monitor when I said it, and that's pretty lame, but hey, whatever. Let's see if I can find an emerald shard. I'm kind of avoiding using the oh cool, there's one over here. You can usually figure out an emerald shard by just gliding around these areas, because there's like 3 main mountains, I guess you could call them. That's what the game refers to them as. So you can usually find where the emerald shards are gonna be by just exploring these little areas in isolation. I'm avoiding using the hints, but like this is a live stream. I'm not gonna not use them. You know what I mean? Is it closer? Oh, I didn't want to use that. Oh. I was trying to... whatever. Look, it's just like... This is the new Spider-Man PS4. I don't even know where Big is in this level, actually. I do eventually plan on getting a webcam for streams. Probably when I'm done being in debt for the camera I got for all my other videos. Because I got my video camera, which isn't actually a video camera, it's just a normal camera, but it does videos very nicely, and I haven't yet used it. I have several videos recorded with it, but I have a release schedule lined up. I'll look for him. I'll look for Big. See, I don't need Spider-Man PS4, even though I actually love that game, and I made a video about it that has... Well, it's not about it. It's about a bunch of other Spider-Man games and how they all influence the design. It's more of an editorial thing. It's either going to suck or it's going to be awesome, so we'll find out. Pumpkin Hill is very large. It's the 2nd largest Knuckles level, as I recall, actually. I would like this game a lot more if Knuckles' radar worked more like in SA1. Like, I know it's such an overstated thing, like everyone always says that, but man, truer words have never been spoken. I mean, the control is perfect. The actual level designs, when they're not too big, like this is about the largest I think I can tolerate. But it's rock solid, it's fun. Except when you're in this situation I'm in now where I have no idea where to go. I'm just gonna use a hint monitor. I don't care. There's Elmo Chow. We're already over here. There's a hint monitor. Okay, cool. Ghost train station. We were just at the ghost train. That's weird. There's 2 ghost trains though. Is it this one? Or is it the other one? I guess it's the other one. I think I know where the other one is. Big is actually a character I'm pretty fond of. Pumpkin Mountain. Well, that's not at all vague. I think we're on Pumpkin Mountain, actually. Oh, there we go. Yeah, whatever, train. I don't mind Big as a character. His voice is obnoxious, but like, who doesn't love a little bit of Froggy? Froggy, I love you, Froggy, in their life. It's a 10 out of 10, man. Big's fine. His gameplay's not. His gameplay's just inexcusable and breaks the pace of Sonic Adventure 1. But it also only lasts like 20 minutes to an hour, so like I can live with it. Like I'll take Big gameplay over Mad Space, which is a level in this game that we'll get to. As Rouge in the Dark Story, that I'm not much of a fan of, if I'm being honest. Just exploring this area. Maybe I can... Whoa, okay, I didn't know there was a spring there, but, you know, that's okay. Hi, Skull guys. Aren't they from SA1? Those are guys, those things are in Red Mountain, I think. Is it just in the wall? No, it's under this grave. All right, cool.
I found him.
Yeah, my mic is cranked really high, so if I do anything above like talking volume, because it's not like super late, but it's late enough. I don't want to be bothering people, so like I have my mic high so I can talk at a normal volume and it'll sound loud enough. But I'll clip audio the second I go too loud. It'll be very amusing for me. For you guys, it'll be horrible in your ears. Also, there's Eggman, Robotnik. Ew. Yeah, that's not an overly pleasing image. Those NPCs though. Like, I mean, I don't blame Eggman for flooding Station Square. I've seen the humans of this world. He wasn't making such a bad choice, you know what I'm saying? I think Eggman's got a great theme in this game, too. It's awesome. And how are you dumb, then, Mason? Inform me. Fill my mind with knowledge. You know, they probably should have committed to this plot line more. I know why. Like, the official canonical explanation for how the moon is intact in all subsequent games. The way the moon is apparently fine in the later games is that you don't see this side of the moon. You see the other side of the moon. I can't get over that. That's so dumb. I love it. I've 100%ed Shadow the Hedgehog before. It's not fun, dude. It's really not good. It's one of those things that I'm saving as a like special video on my channel. Like, if I ever have sub growth that's like very serious. Like at this point, my subs grow consistently enough that I can like keep doing the channel and not feel like I'm not progressing. But like it's still a small channel. Like if I hit actual sub growth at some point, like a Shadow video is for sure on the table. It won't be fun. I'm not looking forward to it, but I kind of would be if it was actually a thing, because it would be fun to make. But it's a bad game. For Shadow, kind of. If you do everything, there is kind of a completion bonus. I won't tell you what it is, but it's not super good. There is one. Yeah, there is one. One does indeed exist. It's not worth it, but it is. It does add to the gameplay. Like it's actually, if it wasn't that game, I'd say pretty good completion bonus, honestly. But I just don't like Shadow the Hedgehog, so there's not really anything it does that I like. Like, I mean, I play Sonic 06 over Shadow any day. I think Sonic 06 is a much better game than Shadow the Hedgehog. Still a bad game, too. Sonic 06 is an awful game, but... And that's my opinion. It's not the popular opinion. People generally agree that 06 seems to be the better game. For my money, I actually think Secret Rings is the worst of them. I hate Secret Rings. I can't stand that game. Like, I don't hate video games often. Like, it's really rare that I genuinely dislike one. I might not have fun playing it, but it doesn't mean I have to hate it, because that's stupid. Tails is really strong. Look at this. one hand, he lifts an entire mech suit. That's incredible. But for my money, like, Secret Rings is borderline unplayable trash. And dang it, I missed the Golden Beetle. I actually like Black Knight. I hate Secret Rings so much. And then I think Shadow is much better than Secret Rings, because at least I can control Secret Rings, or Shadow rather. I cannot control Sonic and Secret Rings at all. I'm terrible at that game. Just not good. And they lock off better control behind, like, progression bonuses. Like, I can't tolerate that kind of design, you know? That's actually unpleasant to play from start to finish. Whereas 06 is a bad game, and Shadow is a very bad game. Shadow being very, very poorly designed, 06 being an unfinished mess. But Secret Rings feels like an unfinished, broken mess. Like, I don't even know how to describe it. Secret Rings is so bad. I actually like parts of 06 in general. Like, I think it does have quality aspects. Not many. Well, it's not that it doesn't have many. It actually has a fair few. I think the bad just so drastically outweighs the good in 06, and that's its problem. Like, it's glitchy, and it's weird looking, and the story is atrocious, and there's so much wrong with it. And the Shadow and Silver gameplay are both bad. Like, I think they're just unpleasant and boring from start to finish. But at least the level design's good. At least the music's really good. At least there are things about it that I can compliment. At least I can have fun with it from time to time. But it's still an awful game. But it's more good than I can say about Shadow. I think both of the Adventure games are incredibly charming, actually. I think Adventure 2 has aged a lot better than Adventure 1 in terms of its presentation. But it's still weird and goofy, and it's charming in its own way. Sonic Adventure 1, I think, is nothing but charming. It's so antiquated and goofy. And its gameplay is still solid, so, you know, in that respect, it's aged fine. SA2, I'd say, isn't aged as well gameplay-wise, but it's aged well in every other way. Like, this game still looks really nice. So, I don't know.
I did it!
You can do a lot of weird stuff in Sonic 06. I actually have a lot of fun breaking that game. Honestly, it's what made me not lose my mind whenever I bought an Xbox 360 for Sonic 06. Like, the 360 I'm currently playing this on, this old original model, has previously red-ringed and been repaired by Microsoft, original 360 that I got back in 2008. I was a kid. I saved up for so long to get myself one. God, that was 10 years ago. That's so weird. I didn't even... Anyway, yeah, a little 8 or 9-year-old me saw Sonic 06 and really wanted it. Started saving up 2 years later. Finally had enough for all of his birthdays and Christmases and allowances. Got my 360. Waited a couple more weeks. Got Sonic 06 for $15 at GameStop. Played it. Game overed. Had to start over at Wave Ocean like everyone else in the world has to go through. It was a very depressing experience. I was not too happy about that. I had fun messing with glitches and stuff, pretending I was a YouTuber, which, you know, that eventually happened, kind of, ish. But where is it? I don't know how to get to that. Oh, I have to dig. Okay. So I have to change the wall. This is just the water temple from Ocarina of Time. That I just got a copy of, so I'm pretty happy about that. I mean, I've had that game forever in, like, re-releases, but I finally got myself a physical N64 card of it, and I'm gonna stream it. I love that game to death. Yeah, that'll work. But yeah, I liked 06 a little more once I learned how broken it was compared to just, non-entertaining. I would have liked 06 more if I hadn't saved up for it. But honestly, Unleashed coming out kind of restored my faith in,
2 more left.
Okay. I've never seen one in there before, but that's okay. But yeah, I bought a 360 to play that game, and I would have liked it more if that didn't happen, honestly. 'Cause I was... I guess I would have been 11 if I'm turning 21 next week. And I got my console, well, 10 going on 11, because I got it about a week before my birthday. And, yeah, I was pretty bitterly disappointed by 06. I still beat it. Like, I mean, I didn't put it down or anything. I finished the game, and then I got Unleashed that Christmas, and, you know, the boost formula was a very big deal to me. It's why, because people, like, argue the boost games aren't even all that great. Why do people care so much about that formula? Nah, man. Like, coming off of 06, getting Sonic Unleashed after all that, it felt good to have a fun Sonic game again. It was an incredibly satisfying feeling. Like, okay, they got this one right-ish. Well, you told me about... I thought you... If I remember right, because, I mean, that was a while ago. That was one of my first Sonic streams, I think. But we, you said that you liked the, PS2 Wii version of Unleashed a lot, right? Which I had. I got it, like, a couple months after the 360 version. I liked it. I still like it. It's good. See if I can figure this one out without using any sort of hint monitors, because I'm not a loser. I don't need no hint monitor. I'm still gonna need a hint monitor. Maybe I won't. Well, let's raise the water level so I can actually get up there, and maybe we'll find it up here. It's in the minecart, isn't it? Okay, no, it's just casually underground, I guess. Oh, no, it's in here. Okay. I have no idea how to get in there. I guess that's how I get it. Just that Unleashed was your first. Okay. That's fair.
Yeah, I feel good.
I like the boost formula a lot. I am a big fan of it. I don't think... I guess it's not a door. I guess you just have to dig in front of it. I don't know. I like the boost formula a lot. I think Colors is a great game. I think Unleashed is a lot of fun in its Sonic level. Generations is fantastic. Like, near perfect. I rather enjoyed Forces as well. I know that's not a popular opinion, but I liked it. I might be doing a stream of the one of the 3DS Sonic games. I haven't decided if it'll be 3DS Lost World, which I hate, but it could be interesting, or Generations 3DS. I'm getting a 2DS capture card. I was gonna order it the other day, but I decided to hold off till after I get some money for my birthday, so I can like not be too poor. But I'm gonna order that probably next week sometime, and then I would expect that to come in around mid to late November. Why are you grabbing him by the head, Amy? But we're still going to be doing some handheld Sonic streams on this channel. It's going to be awesome. Because I love the 3DS so much, and there's some really fun Sonic games on handheld. The Rush games are good, and I really like Generations 3DS a lot more than most people. I don't think it's amazing or anything, but it's good. And Lost World 3DS is awful. We might do all of Hero's Story, because this is going by a lot faster than I expected it to. Oh, we're definitely doing the Game Gear games on here. Don't make no mistake. I'm going to do a video on those as well, but I'm probably going to stream gathering the footage. I might make that a thing I do for certain games. Not all games, but there will be certain games where I like, stream as I record, because, like, why not? Everyone else does it. And then I could fill 2 quotas at once. It would be nice. Tails was indeed tapping a phone, which is very illegal, but that's fine. I'm not a big fan of the driving controls in this game. They're not bad or anything. I'm just like, why are they even here? Like, these missions are so dumb and the controls are so weird. The some of the missions you have to do to unlock a secret bonus level, that's just Green Hill Zone, but it's awesome. And I'd be way into it if it wasn't so annoying to do, because you have to It was indeed the president's phone. It was actual, like, proper espionage. It's really illegal, but yeah, I don't get why the driving is in this game. As a kid, I hated it because I couldn't figure out how to make the drifting work. And now I know. You tap the gas button. You just you keep holding it to drive, but then you just let go and tap it, and like then you can suddenly drift. I don't know. Drift into those DMs. You know what I'm saying? Ha ha ha. That made no sense, but you know, Twitter and DMs, Bowsette. Ha. See, I can be hip with memes. Can you drive backwards? I've never tried. You know what? I bet if you do, probably unrenders everything, huh? I bet it like de-renders stuff as we go. Can you even drive backwards? I don't think you can. You can't. Or you can, but you go this slowly? We're not doing that today. No, sir. Yeah, but the worst thing is there's a... Why? Just to see everything de-render? Hard to get the car to turn around. Is there anything going on back here? Don't you die if you do this? Because I thought it like unloaded the road. Yeah, this is boring. I'm not doing this. I'm going the normal way. I don't even know if that's what you meant, but I'm going the normal way. I don't like the driving stages, and there's a time limit, and I'm not starting it over. But there was a mission where you had to yeah. God, it's so bad. You had to not hit any walls or other cars. And it's nearly impossible. It's doable. I mean, I did it as a kid, but I don't have the patience for that anymore. Like, there's no way that's ever happening. I don't know how to do that, and I don't care enough to try finagling with drifting. At least we still beat the mission despite me messing around because I had no idea what you're talking about. Oh my god, am I not going to make it? Oh my god, I don't think I'm going to make it. No, he didn't. He's right there. Oh, Tails. Oh, okay, I guess we're doing it again. Cool. Well, I'll show you what an A rank is like in this, because pretty sure we're going to get that. That was funny. I don't care. I used to get that every time as a kid, and I always laughed, because, like, no, Tails, the president was right there. All you had to do was go a little further. But that's okay. I can relate to Tails, honestly. It's a big mood. It's like right out of reach. Yeah, I get it, man. I totally get what he's saying. I'd be the same exact way. All that crazy drifting. You could unlock this as a multiplayer mode too. I think just by doing it you unlock it. And I don't know why anyone would want to, because it's not good. I'm going very fast. Like, I'm like paying very little attention and just sort of reading the chat, but I was going really, really fast there. Huh. We're not doing anything after I failed it last time. No. We're gonna go normal. I think that other car got the balloon. That was weird. You have to be really careful if you're driving, like, really recklessly like I am here. Well, that car just, like, died because it tried to land on me. But yeah, like, until I got used to the controls of this, I could not do this. You know, this is what I had instead of Mario Kart as a kid. I just want to put that out there. I didn't get Mario Kart until the Wii came out. Which, granted, I still would have been, like, 9. But still, like... Although I didn't get Mario Kart until I was in middle school. So this is like the closest thing I had to Mario Kart. And I didn't like it. Way to go, Tails. I didn't get super into Mario Kart until I got, it's actually Mario Kart 7 that really got me into it. Like, I liked Wii a lot, but then I got Mario Kart 7 on 3DS, and I still love that game. I think it's one of the best in the series. I think it's super underrated. And then obviously 8 was fantastic, and then I played 64, which isn't super good, but it's still, like, iconic, and then I played... I don't own Double Dash, but I have played a bunch of it, and DS I've played a ton of. I like that answer. I like that answer to that question. Where is Sonic? He's dead. He exploded on Prison Island. That would have been a much more interesting game if he doesn't make it, and it just makes you continue. Oh, I saw a video on Twitter, or on YouTube, or somewhere, and it was, it was the funniest thing. It was just some gameplay of, like, the dark story, but then Eggman falls into quicksand and dies, and then it just plays the good side ending. It was so funny. Mason, I've had a Switch since launch. I pre-ordered one the day that pre-orders went up. I stood outside of GameStop for 3 hours to make sure I got one. Like, to get a pre-order, I stood outside of GameStop for 3 hours before they opened. Trust me. I'm a big Nintendo boy. Yeah, I can't wait for Ultimate. I'm gonna play a lot of that. Yeah, and I'll probably do like a stream tournament, not tournament, but like a playing with people on stream sort of deal. So I'm gonna play it a bunch. I'm not, because I can't wait for that game.
Exactly just what is it that you want, Dr. Eggman?
Eggman's weird in this cutscene because he gets like 8 arms at one point. He looks like a spider. Yeah, like, ugh. The man needs his Doc Ock arms. Like, again, this is just Spider-Man PS4. We got crawling on walls with Knuckles. We got Doc Ock over here. It's perfect.
Otherwise, your country will cease to exist. You have 24 hours to give me your answer.
No way!
Sonic's arms are not connected to his body. They're just floating in front of his torso here. It's really weird.
Eggman Empire. Yeah, right.
What the heck's going on here?
Why hasn't Secret Service killed anyone yet?
It's under control. Just leave it to us.
Like, his head should be blown right off. Same with Tails. Like, this is very, very illegal. You can't be in here.
Transmitting from the space colony Ark.
Okay, let's move it.
Wait up, Sonic!
Hey, you,
Mr. President, we're receiving an incoming
If I
signal
remember,
from our
the
agent.
country that this game takes place in, and like all the Sonic stuff takes place in, is the United Federation. It's the U.S., but they don't call it the U.S.
That pyramid?
In Sonic X, they do. It's just the United States, but it's got a different name in the games.
I saw that Batgirl go inside with him as well. You saw them too, right?
Well, yeah.
We should be able to get into outer space from there. I don't know what this space colony is all about, but I'll find and destroy that cannon, and then kick their Imperial...
And Sonic is from South Island, and Tails is from West Island, I think? West Side Island? It's something like that. And Knuckles is from Angel Island. And Amy is also from South Island. Everyone's from islands except for Eggman, who shows up on South Island. He could be from there. Why is everyone so calm is a better question, Shiny. Super Mario Party? I don't know. Because I'm not going to do like a ton of, like playing with... Oh, apparently I died. I'm not going to do a ton of like playing with followers thing until I get a little bit more of a follower base. I died again. I'm paying very little attention. I'm reading the chat. But anyway, yeah, I'm not even getting Super Mario Party at launch, because that comes out, I want to say Friday, like next Friday. Yeah, it does. It comes out next Friday. We'll probably still be doing Super Mario Party eventually. Wow, I'm doing terribly on this level. I just keep dying. But, possibly I might do a thing with it. I want to do, like, stream run tournaments. I need to actually play the game. I never knew when that was from in Shadow, because, like, at no point are Sonic and Shadow allies on Earth. they become allies in space, and then Shadow dies, but he doesn't really die, but he's dead. So, like, that doesn't work. I never liked that cutscene because it always infuriated me. Because, like, unless it was like in between Heroes and Shadow, but it would have to be after Heroes because, like, they don't line up. I don't want an animal. I'm not doing the Chow Garden, and I will blow off any animal I encounter. Nope. Yeah, but I do want to do like content with followers at some point. The only issue I have with doing like follower content that's difficult for it is I would want to have some form of voice chat involved. Do it on Xbox, it'd be easy because it would just be a private party and throw invites out. But well, no yet. Obviously, the president got it off DeviantArt. Duh. But since the Switch voice chat is relegated to a stupid online app that no one's gonna use, well, Discord would be my default option. But eventually I'm gonna have a Discord, like for my channel. But again, not until I have a little more of a follower base. I might set one up sooner than that. I'd really rather not die again. How many times have I died so far? Like 7? I'm just not paying any attention right now. I feel like the president of like the Sonic world is actually more of the Pinterest kind of guy. Like, I feel like he'd get all the stuff. It would still be from DeviantArt, but he'd get it all on Pinterest, where it was taken from Tumblr, where it was taken from DeviantArt. I think that's more likely if he was downloading it. But you're right, he might just be photoshopping it. But I don't think he'd have Photoshop. I think he'd be the kind of guy who's using he'd be using GIMP, or maybe even like 3D Paint, because I don't think that dude has Photoshop. He just doesn't seem like that kind of guy, you know. That's very annoying whenever you fall down. I need to get the Vulcan cannon. I forgot about that. Ugh. I don't even know where it is. Maybe I don't get that in this level. I thought that you did, though. I'm pretty sure there's a power-up in this level. And I'm pretty sure it's the Vulcan cannon. No, wait. You get that on the Ark, I think. I don't know. Hey, look. Orbinauts from Sonic 1 and 2. Die. Every level has a power-up, but I don't actually remember where they all are because I care very little. I know where they all are as Sonic and Shadow, and maybe as Knuckles. I don't know. I do think the gliding, like hovering mechanic makes this game as the mech guys a lot better, especially as Eggman, because it feels like you're hovering around in the Eggmobile and it's super fun and all, but... I'm not sure which thing you're talking about, honestly, Mason. But eventually I am, you know, back to what you said about Discord, eventually I am going to make a Discord for the channel. Somewhere where I can, like, you know, conveniently post. Like, I already post all my channel updates on my Twitter, but it's sort of a mix of my personal Twitter and my, like, channel Twitter. So it's really annoying because 1 minute it'll be, like, you know, channel updates and gaming stuff, and then the next minute it'll be me talking to my sister, and then the next minute it'll be, like, just me being really angrily political. And I make my political opinions very clear on Twitter, never on my channel. I'm never, unless it's something, like, really pressing. Like, there are basic values I'll make clear, like, I'm very much in favor of all equality. I think everyone is equal in every way. But, like, that's as specific as I'll get on my Twitter, or on my channel. Whereas on Twitter, I'm like, oh, yes, here's my very specific opinions on very specific politicians. And, like, it's great for me, but I probably shouldn't do it on my channel, Twitter. But I don't think I grabbed the air necklace. Oh, I died as Tails again. Okay. But no, that's really... Oh, crap. I'm not going to do it on stream, but I am going to go back and get the air necklace. That was in the last Knuckles level we did, Aquatic Mine. Yeah, I need that. That's very important for the last story. I'll for sure go back and get that. It's not necessary to beat it, but... Yeah, okay, so I do know something that I'll be doing. Or you know what? What I'll probably end up doing, actually, is when I get to the last story, I'll just use a complete save file. Because then I can just have all the power-ups. Wow, what? I do have a Discord. I'm not really gonna give out my info yet. I'm gonna make like a specific Discord page for, I don't know what the term is for it. I'm gonna make a Discord page specifically for my channel though, and I'll put up the I'll get you the link to that whenever I do it, Mason. I don't know how I'll get you the link, but I'll mention it on a stream or something and make sure you can get on it. Because there's a lot of stuff I have done, like, just because. Like, I have a Patreon set up. Do I plan on actually opening my Patreon? Not really, but, I didn't want the name LyingTuna to get claimed. So I made one regardless. Just specifically for the purpose of keeping the name secure. So I'll probably do one for my channel. My friend Kyle, Tears Life, I'm on his channel and sometimes on his streams on Twitch too. Pretty often, and on his channel, or on his Discord does pretty well, but I'm a moderator on that page, so he'd probably be my moderator too. Wow, Tails, way to talk over yourself. That could not have been like a worse run. That was very, very poor. E rank for days, everybody.
I gotta do better next time.
No, you don't, Tails. You don't have to do anything for anybody. Just you do you, bro. You do you, Tails. Yeah, I'm gonna have like a set stream schedule going forward, but for sure I'm gonna I'm gonna make a Discord if it would help like my regular viewers, or like if that's something they're more likely to get notifications for. Yeah, for sure, dude. But this level is super good. It just adds nothing to the story. It's not super good. I take that back, but it's a fun level. At times, I'm really bad at it, and I don't have all the power-ups that I normally would have, like playing this casually, so we're not going to be doing super well. But I do know how to do the levels, so, you know, at least there's that. No, I already did, Omo-Chow. Go away. Get out of here, Omo-Chow. Oh, I hate you so much. Yeah, but no, I for sure will set up a Discord for my channel at some point. And that way, yeah, if I was doing like, yeah, if I wanted to do a thing with like, hey, followers can be in my Mario Kart tournament, or a Mario Kart stream, or hey, you guys can be in my whatever. Yeah, I would love to do that. That'd be a lot of fun. So, especially as I'm getting more and more like regular viewers, I do want to do that. We have the bounce bracelet now. This is an awesome ability in this game. No, stop sliding past it, Sonic. I think this level's alright, though, Shiny. I'm not completely on board with you on that. Like, I don't think it's great. I think it's one of the weaker Sonic levels, but, like, even so, it's still pretty good. At least that's my opinion. Like, yeah, I don't know. You don't have to agree with me on that, obviously. Can I just please get on the grind rail? Thank you. We can also do this now. Bounce very, very high off things. What, like the switch thing? I have no idea what the key, I guess it's supposed to be. Yeah, it's weird looking. And thanks, Mason. I appreciate that. Yeah, I've been putting... It's hard to do, like, a lot on my channel right now because college and 2 jobs, and it's a busy, busy life. But one of my jobs is at a game store, and I've been buying a lot of weird games. Like, probably way too many. Like, I'm spending far too much money at work. But I have a lot of fun videos I'm planning on doing. Oh, yeah, you're, like, my go-to, like, favorite Twitter follower by default because you always make sure my stuff gets seen by at least someone. Yeah, I always appreciate that. It means a lot. But, like, I like to think for how small of a sub count I have pretty generally decent content. Like, I mean, I think it's obvious, at least, if nothing else, I put a lot of work into my stuff, even if it's not all, like, amazing. So, the videos are really hard to pull off in any kind of time, but Well, I don't have time for much of anything, Mason. It's a difficult thing. I love doing these videos, and I love doing these streams. These streams are, like, more of a relaxing thing than anything, because the videos take a lot of time. Like, a LyingTuna episode, like, I don't know if you've watched my videos or not, Mason. I know you watch my streams. I don't know if you've seen my, like, actual videos. But, like, the work, can I save it? No. But the amount of work those take and the amount of time those episodes take is really, really, really hard for me to keep on top of. Like, a LyingTuna episode in general takes a good... Well, did anyone notice the awesome jump I did out of midair? Because that's one of my favorite tricks in the adventure games. But anyway, yeah, like, an average LyingTuna episode probably has around however long whatever I recorded is. So let's take, I don't know, my Pac-Man episode, since that was my most recent video upload, unfortunately, because that was forever ago. But, you know, each of those games, 2 of them were about 2 hours, 1 of them was about 5 hours. So that was all the time of playing through the entire game. Plus all the time I need to get all the stock footage for anything I mentioned in the script, plus the time for scripting, plus recording, plus multiple takes of recording because I'm terrible. And then finally, eventually, I can get to editing, which is the longest part and takes anywhere from 15 to 45 hours average, depending on the video and how long it is. So, like, yeah, I don't have time. It's so hard to do my channel. Yeah, an E rank. That's what happens when you die 4 times in a level. But, like, honestly, anytime I get, like, a subscriber and a comment that's like, hey, this video was great, it's really good for a small channel, it's so worth it. It's so fulfilling and satisfying. I absolutely love doing it. And these streams are a lot of fun. They're a great way to just keep the channel active. Yeah, Shiny, this level's actually kind of interesting as Knuckles, and we'll talk about it more when we get into it.
We can find it, right, Knuckles?
What? Why do I have to find the key?
We're counting on you, buddy. The world's greatest treasure hunter.
He's not really a treasure hunter. He just sort of sat in front of a gem for, like, his whole life and then ran around in circles in Adventure 1, but whatever. I like this level. Actually, I don't like this level. I meant to say I don't like this level. Although I like Rouge's level here, so I don't know. I'm thinking we're gonna finish it story mode. I think this is gonna be a short series. I think this is only gonna be 3 streams because, honestly, I don't have the power up for that yet. We have to go get it. Try to remember where it is because we do need it. Oh, it's right here. Duh. I do know where it is. The Great Emerald's power allows him to feel. Don't you know, Shiny? It's all very, very explained in lore. Why he's the best treasure hunter. That skull's floating. That's why I like Rouge's version of this level, though. It's cool. For some reason, I forgot this was a time switch thing. Knuckles gets some Knuckles, because unlike Sonic, he doesn't Knuckles. He'd rather Knuckles Chuckles. This level's a maze, though. I'm not a fan of that. But no, like, honestly, running this channel, whenever I actually, like, get around to, like, really keeping up on it and having a stream of videos and stuff, it's like having a third job. It's super difficult to do. But it's why I kind of keep it to, like, I keep it to the level where I'm having enough content to not lose interest. This level's too big for me not to use hands. I don't care what rank I get. The Bat in the Hourglass. I have no idea what that means. So, yeah, I like to keep this channel active. But, like, I've been messing with this LyingTuna channel off and on for so long. Like, I mean, it's in various stages. I have my first ever video that I did back in, like, 2012, 2013, something like that. My original Let's Play channel with my friends, that is actually still up. You can see my original. That was my first ever YouTube content, was on that channel. Monkeys Can Play Games. That channel, I think I have it linked on my channel page as, like, a friend channel. My other channel, Gamer Gobble, which is not currently active, but will be. We have content recorded for it at the Let's Play channel. That channel was really active, but it only had a couple subs, so we let it go for a while. But we are bringing that back. Yeah, it's really difficult to make time for everything I want to do on YouTube, so I just don't. Basically, I do what I can, and I make sure I'm having fun with it. That's the main thing. I still don't know what the bat in the hourglass means. The worst part is we've for sure run past the Master Emerald Shard, like, keys rather, at least a couple of times already in this level, because that's the nature of these Knuckles levels. That's why I don't like them as much in Adventure 1. Adventure 1s are so much better. Hey, that's Sonic 2 enemy we just killed. Ha ha ha. Destroy, go, boom. Oh, cool, Golden Beetle. That wasn't unintentional. Yeah, Knuckles is just... I like things about his gameplay so much, and then the actual gameplay is this, and it's so boring. Tell me where to go, Hint Monitor. Help me. Small room with green walls. See, that's a little bit better. Doesn't want to let me get another hint on this piece. That's a shame. I would have used it. Alright, later, dude. Thanks for stopping by, as always. Always a pleasure to have you. Path to the core. We even in the red area? Because this is all red. I meant to go to the green area, but it's all red. Where are we? Okay, we're going in the right direction. Yeah, this level sucks. It's so boring. Hey, we finally got something. When I'm playing on my own, I never use the hints, though. And I don't know why. I really should. Because the gameplay is not super good without them. I'm still at a loss. I really don't know where I'm supposed to go. Again, these treasure hunting levels will never be good to me. Oh, cool. It's in here. Great. That only took 5 minutes, which is longer than any other level in the entire game so far. Oh, hey, Mason. You missed my whole long-winded rant about how it is very difficult to have 2 jobs in this channel. It was like a very heartfelt rant. You missed it. Many sads. Not actually many sads.
There may be some treasure here.
Do not speak to me, Elmo Chow. And I'm using every hint monitor. I don't care. Glowing ancient characters. That's the entire level. Yeah, I don't know why I ever even like bothered to A-rank this. I wouldn't have if there wasn't a secret level to unlock. Well, 2 jobs in college is already a lot, honestly, bro. Like, the channel is so much fun to do, but like, it's why like I have like random lapses where I'm like, hey, I'm not online for like, I don't stream for, you know, I have to miss 2 streams. I always plan to do them, and then like, I only have 1 night a week fully off. It's Wednesdays. I'm completely off Wednesdays. Tuesdays I have class in the morning, but nothing else, which is not that bad. I don't get home until a little late on Tuesdays because I have to wait for my one friend to get out of class to give me a ride. But that's all right because she doesn't get out too late. So I'm usually home by like 6, which gives me a couple hours, but like not a ton of time. My thing went green there, didn't it? Yeah, that's the plan. Every Wednesday will be a stream. Specifically, my Sonic streams should always fall on Wednesday. Because I'm gonna do an update video at some point, probably. Not sure when, but there should be like 2 streams a week as the eventual plan. Wednesdays will be a Sonic-related stream, and then probably something else will be another night. But Wednesday night should be my stream night for Sonic. Yeah. There could be exceptions, like if I have a video that is being edited and I need to really focus on editing, or if I have a recording session for my other channel, that would be an exception. But in general, yeah, it should be Wednesdays.
One more left.
Which I think is a good night for streaming, because, you know, it's middle of the week. I'm actually going to lose Wednesday as my night off in a couple weeks, but I'm still going to do my streams on Wednesday. What'll end up happening then will be, I think it's in that box. Oh, nope, it's just floating around the room. Well, at least that one didn't take long. That's a solid E rank. 10 minutes. This is why I don't like Knuckles in this game. But, Elmo Chow was really staring at Knuckles like, ugh.
Not too bad.
The fact that was a C rank run is a good example of why Knuckles level design is bad. Like, that's terrible. But yeah, it should be Wednesday nights for Sonic. Even whenever I lose Wednesday as my night off, I'm still out early enough. I'm able to stream. So, yeah. Even if I'm, like, crazy tired, I can stream through that. I just need to pump some coffee in my system. So, yeah. Wednesdays should be safe. Again, unless I'm doing other things, I usually post about... I keep updates on my Twitter regarding that. Probably after this stream, actually, I'll throw together a Discord server for it. I like this fight a lot, for the record. I think it's funny. That reminds me, we're doing Luigi's Mansion, something Luigi's Mansion related for this channel. I just don't know what. I don't know if it'll be a video or a Halloween stream or what I'm going to do, but I really want to play Luigi's Mansion, and I want to do it on the channel. So that'll be a thing I do. I love the speed Knuckles runs at. Like, seriously, this is good. That's how he should be. I'm going to just go the other way, because then I can actually catch him. Never mind, he just ran away. Hi, Quentin. How you doing? Yeah, this fight's dope, though. It actually is fun. It's a little goofy, obviously, because King Boom Boo is, like, the weirdest thing. Yeah, I want to do the first Luigi's Mansion on my channel eventually. Which is what this reminds me of, because, you know... Boom Boos are pretty, I mean, the actual enemies are just called Boos. Like, they don't even try. That's good, Quentin. I'm doing pretty good, too. Always fun streaming on a nice Wednesday night. But, no, Luigi's Mansion's one of my favorite games on the GameCube. It's so much fun. So, I'd love to do that. Or maybe the 3DS version, or Dark Moon. Depends. Come on, let me hit you again, let me hit you again, let me hit you again. Okay, I didn't get to hit him again. Yeah, Luigi's Mansion, it's a fun game, though, man. Like, is it my favorite GameCube game? No. But it's honestly up there, probably higher than it should be. I like Dark Moon a lot, too. I can't find my copy. I really wanted to play it after seeing the trailer for Luigi's Mansion 3, but I can't find it for the life of me. I might just buy another copy of it if I can't find it soon. I like the first half of this fight is more accurate, because the second half, he constantly turns around, and you gotta, like, wait for him to not turn around. On the bright side, he makes very funny sounds. Hey, he actually hit me. It's also the most blatant Mario copying I think Sonic's ever done. Well, up to this point, it is, at least, you know. Then Lost World came out, and was literally just Mario Galaxy, but not as good. Even though I do like Sonic Lost World more than those people. I know everyone says it's more like Sonic Extreme, but it's not at all. Sonic Extreme is just a standard 3D platformer with a fisheye perspective. It's not on a spherical platform. It did have gravity elements, though, so there's that. Yeah. But no, I like Dark Moon as well. That's a game I actually have a lot of fun with. I haven't played it in years. I don't think I ever even beat it now that I think about it. No, I did. I beat it. That's another game I'd love to play eventually. Yeah, I know you can hit him multiple times per, like, hit cycle. It is doable. I've done it. But, man, it's annoying. Plus, there's just a lot of this to, like, efficiently get him, like, where he needs to be. I think you can wait for him to attack, and then you can sometimes get him a little bit better. But even then, it doesn't always work. Yeah, this fight's all RNG. But at least he makes a very, very flattering sound. It never gets old to me. Okay, it's kind of starting to get old. I lied. Yeah, I'd like this fight a lot more if it was just... Even if it was just 3 hits. Or if he didn't do this. I've been trying to collect more GameCube stuff. It was my childhood console. But I have a lot of games loose because I just didn't keep the cases growing up, and I really regret that. That was foolish. But as a kid, I didn't know any better. Come here, King Boom Boo. Come on. There you go. But no, in terms of my favorite GameCube game, that's super tough, actually. I don't even know either. There are a lot I'm really, really fond of. We were just talking about Smash Ultimate earlier. That game's gonna be so ridiculously good. Ah, man. I cannot wait for that to come out. Like, every time I thought, because I'm not super into Smash. Like, I have all 4 games. 5 if you count 3DS and Wii U as separate, you know. I own all the games in their original releases. Well, player's choice copy of Melee, but who's counting? I have the games. I love them all. I've played them all extensively. But, like, then there was... You know, then there's Castlevania characters and Mega Man, who I know he was in Smash 4, but Mega Man being in Smash 4 was one of the greatest announcements of my life. I was, like, absolutely floored by it. Whenever they were like, okay, here's randomly we're just going to throw Simon and Richter at you, and Rondo of Blood's my favorite Castlevania. So... This was my first Sonic game that I played, but not the first one I owned. We rented this from a Blockbuster when I was little, the GameCube version, because that was my childhood console. I loved it to absolute death. And then we rented it a bunch. Like, I think I stole the manual and everything. Like, I was super hyped about this game as a kid. This boss fight's awesome, too. I feel bad about hitting Isabelle. But anyway, no, the Genesis games I played through Mega Collection as a kid. Because, again, that was my... I had a Super NES. I didn't have a Genesis as a kid, though. I was a GameCube and Super Nintendo guy. And I adored the Genesis games when I got to them. Like, now, obviously, I have... You gonna let me? Oh, God. Why is one of the platforms not out? Okay, that's really strange. It's not supposed to do that. Whatever. But, no, I love the Genesis games when I finally, like, got into them properly. For me, it was always Sonic 2 that was, like, all about it. They're like, love Sonic 2 so much. And especially as a kid, like, that game blew my mind. And again, like, I had a Super NES and a GameCube growing up, you know? Like, I had a GameCube first, and my dad pulled out his old Super NES for me so I could play Mario and Mega Man X. And Mega Man X is still, like, I mean, that's my favorite game ever made. I think that game's flawless. But playing... I think it was playing the Sonic Genesis games that got me, like, partially what got me into classic gaming. Also, the Super Nintendo I had access to. I need rings, I need rings, I need rings, I need rings. No, I don't want to be back up here. Oh, well, yeah, I do. There's rings up here. Or I can just fall. That works too, game. Thanks. I do like this boss fight, but I'm not very good at it, apparently. Well, that makes it easier. Thanks for lining it up for me. I'd play as Paper Mario in Smash. That could be fun, actually. Yeah, I'd be a little annoyed though, because we do need a little less interest in the Mario characters, quite frankly.
Nice try, Rocky.
Although I haven't played a ton of Paper Mario. I've only played through the first one. I love it. But like for any of the Mario RPG series, well, for the 2 Mario RPG series, I never played the first Mario RPG, but I mean I played it, but I don't own it or anything. I'll get it eventually. But I think Stealthy just knocked it out of the park with whoever, I'm not sure, sorry, with their Waluigi Smash analysis. Yeah, no, I agree. I think that's kind of my issue with Waluigi as a character. It would be an emphasis on sports things, which Peach already kind of does with her Smash attacks. Not that it would be bad, but like that's kind of all he's got going for him. I don't know. He's still pretty good.
So this is the space colony where Eggman is hiding.
Mario World's a great game, though. Also, Mason, it's incredibly good. Like one of my favorites on the system. Probably the best Mario game, at least of the 2D Mario games. I'm more of a 3D Mario guy than a 2D one, but Mario World, whoa. Mario Land 2 is my second favorite, actually. I love Mario Land 2. Then you get into whatever my third favorite is, which depends on the day, honestly. I play Fortnite a little bit. My friend, Tears Life, you can check out his channel. There's a link to it in mine. He's huge into Fortnite. He streams it like daily over on Twitch. Sometimes I show up in his streams from time to time, not all the time. But I was quite into Fortnite when I played it. A couple times I played it, which is like 5-6 times total. Like I'm not super into it. But it is a lot of fun. Season 6, I don't know. I haven't looked into it besides seeing the trailers that it's going to be a thing. I'm absolutely interested, though. It's a cool game. Also, yeah, I didn't even comment on the shuttle cutscene, but Sonic's dialogue in that is some of my favorite in any of the Sonic games. Watch out! We're gonna crash! Yeah! It's 10 out of 10. Top tier cutscene. It's so good. Thanks for the sub, Quentin. You just saw the note for that. Thanks. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, but it's dumb in the best way, Stealthy. It's a great scene. I love it. It's hilarious. Yeah, it's very, very funny. Man, they all talk over each other so much in these cutscenes. Apparently in the Japanese voice track, they don't do that. But the only version of this game I haven't played is the version on Dreamcast, funnily enough. I don't own a Dreamcast. I'm getting one eventually. I can get one at work at any time, right? The rush to get these retro game systems gets a lot less like impactful when you work at a retro game store and you're surrounded by them and you deal with them every day and you're repairing them, and like I'll grab a Dreamcast eventually. I'll get it for like $40 with my work discount, so I'll get one, or 35 or something like that. I think Sonic Adventure 2 was some of the best dialogue ever. It's so I don't like this level. But anyway, like I think Adventure 2's story presentation is a lot better than Adventure 1's. But Adventure 1's writing's a lot less cheesy. But I think it's a little less fun as a result. Like I have nothing but fun with the story of this game. Fireplace, you all right there? You seem to be struggling a little bit with your typing. But yeah, no, like, oh man, this game is so much fun. But I do think Adventure 2 has the better story from Adventure 1. Partially because it's so campy. Like, it is gloriously campy, which you did touch on, and, you know, obviously good. I think it's what they're going for, but they're not doing a great job of typing it out. I mean, I'm not going to argue with that. Oh, I guess we're going to the Chow Garden. Wasn't my intention, but we'll do it. Oops. Oh, bye, Elmo Chow. Come on. There we go. I think that's what Fire was going for. I mean, I'm not going to argue with that logic. It's definitely a fair point. but yeah, this level's not super fun to me. I don't hate it or anything, but I don't like it either. I hate this section, that's for sure. Try and find where this is, because otherwise you have to like platform across really awkwardly with the camera facing the wrong way, and this level's bad. Adventure 1, we actually, like on my channel, I just streamed the whole thing over the course of like a month or so, like a month ago. So yeah, I play Adventure 1 like once a year. It is definitely a very cheesy game. Like anything with Tikal is goofy and dumb. Like literally anything that she talks about. In her entire subplot with whatever the guy's name is, whatever, Mr. Pac-Man, the Knuckles Man. I hate artificial chaos. They are very annoying. I never found the Vulcan cannon. I think that might be in this level, but again, as Fire very eloquently put it, I suck. Well, actually, he said I bugoo, and then he said I out. Well, he said I stuck, and then he said I oak. But like, I think I get his point. I'm not gonna argue with him there. But artificial chaos can suck it. They are so annoying in this game. Not quite as bad as they are in Shadow the Hedgehog, but we can talk about that if and when I want to talk about Shadow the Hedgehog in depth, like through a stream. More likely that would be a video. That's not something I would be comfortable playing live because that game sucks and I'm not good at it. It's not a great mix. The mechs moving, I hate the controls of the mechs in this game. I like them so much better in Adventure. Well, I mean Gamma. But Gamma is so much fun in Adventure 1 to control. And then there's this game, and they're like, nah, we don't need precise controls. I like Eggman's levels, actually. I like a few of Eggman's levels. I think most of them are pretty good. I just think Tails' levels are not good. Not, like, awful or anything. Like, I don't think they bring down my overall enjoyment of Sonic Adventure 2. Well, actually, no. They definitely do. But, like, not to any massive extent. Like, I still like Sonic Adventure 2 just fine. Like, this level design is not good for this control scheme. It's just not. But no, Weapons Bed's a great level. I think that's what it's called, the Prison Island level. That's a really good level. There's one on the Ark that's super, super good. Ah, that's not good. What do you have to say about this?
The switch to unlock the door should be around here somewhere.
Oh no. Do I have to do platforming as... Yes, I do have to do platforming, but it wasn't that bad. That's the switch. Do I get the Vulcan cannon here? I know I need it to progress through this area. Well, not to progress, but like to do what I want to do. No, guess not. Oh yeah, man. Tails clips through platforms like... Oh yeah, we do get the Vulcan cannon this level. There it is. Or bazookas. We already had a Vulcan cannon. Whatever, game. Making me look stupid to all of my viewers. Psst. Please, I do that enough without your help. Hey, look, Mason, there's Big for you. Favorite stage in SA2? Metal Harbor, no doubt. I love that level to death. I think it's absolutely phenomenal. We got an A rank on it, and that I know isn't saying a whole lot because like I should be getting A ranks. If I'm streaming it, I should be good at it. But like, that level's so good. I am stupid and proud, Mason. I like insulting myself. It's always a good time for everyone involved. By which I mean me, because I'm usually the only one involved in that interaction. I hate this part. I missed the gold beetle. I probably could have gotten them, but... Yeah, I don't like this part. I get what they're trying to do. They give you an area you float across. It's kind of cool. Except for the parts where it's not, because it controls terribly. Artificial Chaos is garbage. It's such bad enemies. They look really cool, though, to their credit. Well, that wasn't cheap at all, game. Thanks. I, like, never go back to play Tails levels, which is a big part of why I'm going to do pretty badly at them throughout, like, well, have been doing pretty badly at them throughout is more accurate, I guess. but just because, like, I never go back to play these because I don't think they're very fun. Even Eggman, I occasionally go back and, like, want to play them, but I guess we're going to show off the Chow Garden now. It wasn't something I planned on doing. I don't even know if I have any Chow on here. I haven't played this game on my 360 in, like, forever.
I gotta do better next
But,
time.
like, yeah, Tails, I know, I suck. But, yeah, no, like, I guess we can show off the Chow Garden a little tiny bit for, like, a minute or two, because I didn't really want to do the Chow Garden, but you know what are you going to do? I don't even know the last time I did the Chow Garden on my Xbox. I guess I have Chow save done, so let's see. I didn't unlock any of the other gardens. Let's just go look and see what I have, and then immediately bail on them. All right, Stelly, thanks for joining in. I guess I have a hero Chow growing, and there's a Chow crying somewhere. There he is. But I was pretty happy. It's the hero Chow is crying. Cool. This game is fantastic, Velocity. You got that right. But yeah, that was a quick look at the Chow Garden for about a minute. I'll go back and show the Chow Garden off in more depth later, but I'm not in a huge rush to do so.
Get that, Tails? What happened to Amy? Tails?
They do a great job making Sonic look mad in this game. He's an angry boy, like, throughout a lot of it. But all right, now we are going to be going through Meteor Herd as Knuckles. I thought it was Crazy Gadget as Sonic, but I guess we're going through this one. Pfft. Like, whatever, that's cool. Well, Mason, you have a friend here. Like, aside from me, because you're pretty good. You're cool. I consider you a nice little YouTube friendo, but nah, we don't need another Chowky. That's no good. That's no good. That's a terrible Julia Light. This level's garbage, by the way. It's the worst Knuckles level, and I'm not happy about it. But hey, an extra life that we needed. I'm checking the usual hiding spots that usually elude me really bad. Just on the off chance there's an emerald shard in them. This level's way too big. On the bright side, this looks cool. When you walk on this, it leaves a footprint and it looks really cool. That's really dope. I love that. What I don't love, unfortunately, is Meteor Herd. Dangerous water drops. Well, that means very little to me. Oh, yeah, the music here is awesome. I think this level is better than Mad Space as Rouge, but not by a ton. The music's super good, though. A high place. Well, okay. At least we know where to start, then. Yeah, this level isn't, is not super good.
It feels good floating. That jumping higher would be a breeze here.
But yeah, the control in this level is actually really different, as Omochao just said. It's not super different, but you do jump a little bit higher, and it affects very little, honestly. But it's fun. I actually do like controlling Knuckles in this level, and in this game in general. Again, the adventure games nailed the control of these 3D Sonic characters. They knew what they were doing here. They had a really solid foundation, and they didn't really follow up on it in Heroes. Still a good game. I like Heroes quite a lot. But not as much as the adventure games for a number of reasons. That's what I'm gonna stream eventually, but I'm actually gonna have to prep for by making a 100% save. Let's see, where am I going now? This doesn't go up. Okay, I have to launch a rocket at it, just like in real life. Every time I see a cage in real life, I always shoot rockets at it. Like, seems like a pretty appropriate reaction. You go, Knuckles. Destroy the water enemy at the tip of the arc. Oh, okay. If nothing else, this level looks cool. It is a really neat looking level. Like, the aesthetics of SA2 as a whole, I think, are rock solid. Oh, trust me, Unleashed is on the it's on the list of games to cover. Every Wednesday is always going to be Sonic streams. Even if on my channel, like, my main videos have absolutely nothing to do with Sonic, and I'm planning on doing a Sonic video 2018 towards the end of the year, but not for a while. And Even whenever I was like that, where like there's no Sonic content going on the actual like video front, which is kind of the bread and butter of the channel, always expect there to be Sonic streams every week. I don't know what the point of that uppercut was. I just wanted to do it. But yeah, Unleashed is for sure on the list. I love Unleashed. Probably the 360 version, if and when I get to it. Because that's the HD version that I own. I don't have the PS3 version, and I don't need it. Even though it's supposed to be a better version, I think. Like, the frame rate's slightly better. It runs at 60 instead of 30. But that doesn't necessarily mean it's actually better, because I don't think it's a very stable frame rate. I don't know. It is a game I will be streaming eventually, to answer your request. Because it's a game I really like. Parts of. It's another one. That one's probably a little ways off, and that would be a series for sure. That would not be like a single stream, or even like, you know, a handful of streams. Like, you know, this is going to be 3 streams. I already know that now. It'll be this one and the Dark Story next week and the last story the week after. Also, Team Sonic Racing looks awesome. Like, it looks super, super good. Not as good as All-Stars Racing Transformed, though. Like, if you want my 2 cents. For Unleashed, if I'm covering the SD version, it's gonna be the version that I already own, which is the Wii version, which I will just play with a GameCube controller.
It's closer.
I missed it. I knew exactly which meteor to go to, and I still missed it. It's really hard because it doesn't really let you line it up. There it is, and I missed it again. 10 out of 10. Go, Ian. I'm so good at this game. That's my name, by the way. LyingTuna is the username. Ian is the actual name. I'm fine with whichever you guys prefer. I don't really have a preference. Names are just names. You know what I'm saying? This is like impossible. Oh my god. But yeah, even if I got the PS2 version, I would just be emulating it on my PS3. Or not emulating, but running it on my PS3, which runs by emulation. So, sure, Mason, let us know. Switch is such a great console, so pretty much anything you say is probably going to be a quality game. There are bad games for it, but not a ton, honestly. It has a very solid lineup. At least in my semi-professional opinion. I was once paid 1 cent by Nintendo for ad revenue on a video, so... I mean, I'd say I'm pretty up there, you know what I'm saying?
Long time no see, treasure hunter.
I barely own any physical Switch games. That's actually something I want to remedy. I buy most of my Switch stuff digitally. Not intentionally. It's just like, something comes out and I'm like, I don't want to go to the store.
Very well.
But now I work at a store that actually, we sell Switch games now, like new. So, yeah. Hey, it's that really, really easy boss fight. Where all you have to do... She ragdolls, which is pretty funny, because I don't know of any other instance of ragdolling in this game, other than in the boss fights. Assuming I can find Rouge to attack her, that'd be nice. Oh yeah, no, the tension between the two is ridiculous in this level, or this boss fight. It's hilarious. And then I died. It'd be kind of cool if like the rival fights ended no matter who won. That would actually be really neat, but unfortunately they didn't have the foresight to do that.
Memorize Rouge's attack pattern.
No, I don't want to memorize her attack patterns. I want to do this.
Time to attack.
Kill, die, die, murder, kill. Haha. Whoa, we went very high that time. Die. Die. See, just brute forcing is usually enough to kill Rouge. Oh, what are you doing all the way down there, Rouge? Jeez, come down here where I can actually kill you.
This can't be true.
Hey, she's dead. I killed her. Except she's not really dead, because she does not land in that lava. No, I do love my Switch, though. I think it's so great. I finally bought... I want to do another Mania stream at some point. I don't know when, but I'm going to stream Mania again. And when I do, I bought a Pokken Tournament controller because they were really cheap on Amazon, and that thing is phenomenal for 2D platformers on the Switch. It is, man, they are in sync. But where's Breath of the Wild on that list, Mason? You need to get all the good games. But like Sonic Mania with the Pokken controller is very much an excellent experience. It's a 10 out of 10. They just would go hand in hand. It's so nice. I love this cutscene. It's funny. It's very well done. But no, I think Team Sonic Racing looks like it's gonna be pretty good. So you should pick that up. I haven't seen much of the Switch version specifically, though, Mason. But like the game itself looks nice. Well, Joy-Con grip comes with the console, if you're getting it new at least. Like a Pro controller, I'd say is worthwhile, but it's a $70 controller. It's really expensive. I mean, it's my favorite controller that Nintendo's made in a long time, so it's fantastic. But you get your system new, what you get in the box with a Switch, and take it from me, I have one, and I've like very rarely bought accessories for it. It's like you get the console, the dock, both Joy-Cons, Joy-Con straps, which are like shoulder button attachment things, and they have straps on them for like Wii Remote style gameplay. You get a Joy-Con grip so you can actually play games with it like comfortably in console mode. You get an HDMI, you get the charging cable, and you charge Joy-Cons by keeping them on the console while it's docked. So yeah, it's a pretty good system. And you get everything you need right out of the box. I also got a Pro controller at launch because I went nuts at the Switch launch, man. I got my console. Hey, I haven't actually gotten hit by one of those guys like ever. I don't think that's kind of neat. Hey, check it out. It's a glitch, I know. I just want to show off. If you spin dash into a wall and then use the bounce bracelet, you go very, very high. That's not very useful here, but it is in other things. I've never played Sonic Chronicles, actually. I'm not super into RPGs, but it's Sonic, so I will get it. That's what I'm actually holding off on playing until I have my capture card, my 2DS capture card that I'm ordering next week, because I want to do that as a video. I think it could be interesting to talk about. Yeah, Breath of the Wild's fantastic. It was a long play sessions for me when the Switch first came out, let me tell you. Although I think Mario Odyssey is actually my favorite Switch game right now. I adore Mario Odyssey. I think it's like flawless. Like not literally flawless, but pretty damn close. It's about as good as you're gonna get, I think, in terms of 3D Mario games. I can't think of anything I don't like about it. We're gonna get the cool flame somersault thing soon. I think right up here, actually. It's like in the next couple of seconds of gameplay. Next few minutes, rather, actually. I've never played Animal Crossing either. I'm not a very good Nintendo fan, apparently. Like, I only got into Star Fox recently. I do love me some Star Fox, I will say that. But I've never played Animal Crossing. I'm going to get the Switch game, for sure, because I feel like a freak for not having played it. But yeah, I'm hoping it's super good. It probably will be, because, like, when has Animal Crossing ever been bad? To my knowledge, all the games are, like, fantastic. Those specific artificial chaoses are really annoying, because all they do is wow, I missed like everything there. That was pathetic. It's always good to homing attack before you do a lightspeed dash, like not homing attack, but like air dash into the rings, because otherwise there's a high chance of you using the bounce bracelet, but it won't let you do that after a homing attack, so it's a good way to prevent it. That trick is doubly effective in Sonic 06. That's probably where I picked that trick up, actually, because Sonic 06 is an interesting kind of game. Alright, later, Quentin. Thanks for joining in, man. Thanks for the sub. See you around, Bo. Bro. Wow. Bo, or... That was weird. I very, very strangely mispronounced that. Where am I going? Oh, yeah, we gotta get the flame thing. Hey, we killed Omochow somehow. Cool. I'm happy about that. That makes my day.
You did that to me.
I didn't do anything, but all right. Sorry, I'm gonna tell you. You died for some reason there. You know, as much I always insult this level, but I actually really like it. I know I don't like Shadow's like equivalent level. Can I get? Yeah, there we go. That light dash always like freaks me out because there's a really high chance of it not working out for you. This one too. There we go. Oh yeah, no, the jump slash does not cancel fall damage in Breath of the Wild. It does in Ocarina. It does not in Breath of the Wild, unfortunately for you, yeah. Yeah, that's the only one where it's like that. Or, no, I thought you got the... I haven't played from the beginning of Breath of the Wild in well over a year, but I thought you could, I thought you could use the hang glider after the first one. That's kind of the way you're meant to get down from towers, is just glide down. Oh yeah, these guys you have to roll under if they have a shield. This section's dumb. If you play your cards right here, though, you can actually skip huge chunks of the level. We're not going to do that because I haven't done that in forever. And you can even access a test level. I'm not going to do test level now. I could have. I was actually just, yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm not risking it because it takes a while to set up, and then I have to replay stuff anyway. And it'll be more trouble than it's worth to do on stream. What do you think, guys? And specifically like you, Mason, because you're a pretty regular viewer. Do you think an Ocarina of Time stream would be interesting, like as a series? Not something I would do every week like I do with Sonic, but something I would go do every so often, like we just continue our journey through Hyrule. I love Ocarina of Time, like a lot. So I thought that I think it'd be fun. It's a game I really, really like. Plus, I'm getting this expensive upscaler in like hopefully the next couple of weeks. It's on pre-order for this batch of them because they're all handmade by a guy, but they're fantastic looking. And it would make my N64 actually output decent quality footage, which, trust me, is not the norm for a Nintendo 64s to record. It's a nightmare, so to have it look decent through S-Video would be really nice. But I think about doing a stream of it. I don't know what you guys think. Specifically because I got my copy, and apparently it's a gold cart. I didn't get it yet because I had to ship to a friend's house because he gets more of a discount than I do on GameStop's website. And GameStop does some really good deals on retro stuff, and I got a copy for like $10. What do you think? Would an Ocarina of Time stream series be fun for the channel? If you time that wrong, you'll just die. Fair enough, Mason. It's something I might actually... I think about if I would do that on YouTube or on Twitch. Sonic's staying on YouTube, but I want to start using my Twitch more as well. And Ocarina of Time's a ridiculously fun game. It would be a lot of fun to stream. I just don't know where I would stream it. But like if the established YouTube audience wouldn't want to watch it, it's probably something I would do on Twitch then. Rocket League's a lot of fun. I don't have it, but I played it on my friend's PC for hours. That game's great. This cutscene's dumb. But I love it. I like the music because it's totally non-fitting at all. He's not even aiming at her head. But I don't get this. Why was he gonna... Yeah, same name. It's LyingTuna. It should be the same icon and everything, too. Thanks, Mason. I appreciate that.
I can kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
But, like, why is Eggman putting a gun to Amy's head? I dig it because it's kind of intimidating, but I don't get it. Because, like, isn't there a bunch of weaponry on his Eggmobile? Isn't that the whole point? I mean, whatever, but it's a little odd if you ask me.
You thought you could trick me with that fake emerald, didn't you?
So, how did you know it wasn't the real one?
Because you just told
That's a great cutscene. That whole interaction was really good. Tails' reaction kind of messes it up, but this whole scene is awesome. Like, it's a little goofy, but I dig it. I love his face here.
Take care of yourself.
Farewell, Sonic the Hedgehog.
You know, Avengers just ripped this scene off with Thor in the Hulk chamber. They just stole it from Sonic Adventure 2. Not literally, obviously. I doubt there was any inspiration at all, but it's all I got out of it.
Less powerful than the real one.
Same wavelength and properties. Can I do this?
I thought this cutscene was rad when I was a kid, though. This was like the coolest thing ever. I was so impressed by it because, like, I didn't expect Sonic to almost die and then be blown up, but then not really. This boss fight is not great, though. I'm not a fan. But we'll get into that right now once the fight starts, which should be in just a second because first we have to watch Tails be upset and then pleased about things and then angry.
I won't give up.
I'm not super big on this boss fight, but hopefully we can make it through without having too much of a difficult struggle. I don't know. I really don't know. We'll find out right now. Eggman has his armor upgrade, but I don't think it actually impacts the gameplay of the fight. Okay, I'm kind of destroying him. I thought this was gonna be way worse. I'm destroying him. Yeah, Eggman. Okay, that was. Wow, we kind of obliterated him, didn't we? I don't think I've ever had that fight go that well in my entire life. Wow. He got one special move off and he wasn't even looking at us. That was incredible.
I feel some strange energy.
All right, cool, Mason. Yeah, thanks for joining in, dude. And for sure, I'll make a little Discord page for my channel and I'll throw you in there for sure, dude.
Hey, Sonic.
Thanks for the sub, Velocity. Probably a while ago, but I just now got the note for it, so I appreciate that.
Chaos control? Are you okay?
I'm worried about Tails and Amy. I hate to ask, but could you help them? This is our last chance.
This whole sequence is awesome. This whole end game area of Sonic Adventure 2 is super good.
Get in there.
Potentially later on, Mason. When I first set it up, I'm just going to set myself as the only mod, and maybe like one of my IRL friends. But I might later if you want it to be. It depends. When there's more people, I need people to actually keep it under control. You'd actually probably be up there on the list of people because you're pretty chill, dude. Also, this level's great, but I'm playing it at half the frame rate that I'm supposed to, so I'm probably not going to do so hot. Although so far I'm not doing super badly, honestly. This is going moderately well. I'm sure it won't for long, though. I love this level to death. I think Final Rush is incredible, but see if I can manage this one skip without dying. Probably not, actually. It's not much of a skip. I think everyone does it, but, like, it feels cool to skip it. I didn't do it because the gravity got out of whack and he fell the wrong direction. Oh, now I gotta watch him fall. I love the fire trail you get when you die in space levels. Oh, I didn't hit the checkpoint. Okay. Ooh, I hope I don't game over. That would be awful. That would be really awkward. I probably won't, but I might. It's not that big a deal if I do, honestly. Like, I don't know what it is about playing on stream. It adds difficulty. Like, in a Let's Play or in a stream, it's way harder than if you're just playing casually. Like, if I'm recording footage for a video, but it's like an edited review video, like it's footage for a review, never have any issues. Oh yeah, for sure. I'll mod you on here. That'd be fine by me. Jump over here because it's super cool. That's actually not a bad idea, Mason. I might mod you and Probably you and Yed. You'd be good mods for me, I think. For the most part, my like general rule of conduct, I don't have any rules of conduct posted, but I do have some. But they pretty much just compose. Wow, that was pathetic. They pretty much just consist of no like racial slurs is like my main thing. Like I do not dig racial slurs. I gotta continue. This is what happens when you continue a game in Sonic Adventure 2 or Sonic Adventure 1 or Heroes for that matter. You get a little scrolling text thing. It's pretty cool. I'm making Heroes. All right, later, Mason. Thanks for joining in, dude. Always a pleasure to have you. But no, like the thing with yeah, my basic rules of conduct for streams are pretty lax. Like no harassment. Obviously, I don't mind people like criticizing me, my channel, anything like that. I'm totally down for that. That's on them. If it gets excessive, obviously, then it's just a distraction, and I don't want it. But for the most part, I don't really mind that. My big no-nos are like racial slurs. I'm really not into racial slurs on YouTube. I think they're way too prevalent. I don't mind like offensive jokes here and there, but like, you know, we don't need the N-word, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, no. Yeah, racial slurs are my big one, though. I'm just gonna ride the rail. I don't trust myself to make it. Or I won't, because I just messed it up. Okay. I guess we'll have to try and get this right. Oops. I got it! Nice. But yeah, like, that's never been an issue. My chats have never been anything but lovely. Like, I think I get really lucky with the people who watch my stuff. It might just be a blessing of being a smaller channel, or a tiny channel, really, like almost non-existent. But like, I think I generally have a very lovely audience. But like, that's like my one rule that like, yeah, it's like an instant ban if people are dropping N-bombs and stuff, or you know, certain homophobic slurs. Not a fan of that either. Because like I said earlier in the stream, like, this is never going to be a political channel. I'm never going to talk about my political views on here ever, probably. At least not excessively. Beyond, like, the occasional joke. But, like, I am an equalist to the core. So, like, you know, there's things that I will... Even if it's something people say in their own time, not a fan, but that's whatever, just not on my channel. That applies to my comment section, too, but I actually do... I very rarely had to delete comments. It's happened, like, twice. I generally have pretty good luck with comments, too. This level's super good. I'm not really talking about it, but it is, like, one of the best mixes of speed and platform the Sonic series ever got. It's, like, right in the middle. And I think considering this is Sonic's final level, well, main level, we'll get to a little more of him later, because this stream's almost at an end. We have this and a boss fight, and that be it. We wrapped up Tails' narrative. We wrapped it up as Knuckles. We just got to finish things off as Sonic. Once we do that, this stream is going to be over for the night. Well, not for the night. This particular stream will be over forever, I guess. It's not going to magically start again. That's not how things work. Well, I guess it could if there's some sort of horrible YouTube error, but that wouldn't be great. That'd be very, very annoying, actually. I would not be pleased. If this is the area where I'm going to diverge and get a power-up, I don't remember. I know there's a power-up in this level, because like I said, every level has a power-up, but yeah. See if I can remember how to get it. I know you can. It's like, you gotta jump left at some point. I don't remember. And nor do I really care. And actually, it's not here. It's up ahead. There is a point. I think it's a left jump. It might be a jump to the right. I don't know. It's not much of a difference either way, is it? Whoa, that didn't go super well for me. Cool, a rocket. Let's take it. Cool life. Let's take it. That's very handy stuff. Oh, yeah, no, this is the way to the power-up. Cool. Semi-unintentionally, in fact. It's Mystic Light. Mystic Melody. Ancient Light is a power-up. Mystic Melody is a power-up. I always merge them in my head. I don't know why. But we go full-on Ocarina of Time, and we can summon things with a magic flute. It's very out of place. It's important in some of the Chow rescue missions, though, which we're not going to be covering in these streams. If this was a Let's Play, I'd show them off. But it is a Let's Play, essentially, but it's one that I don't have to edit. Haha. When you mess up on stream, it's endearing. When you mess up in a Let's Play, it's bad editing, so... Yeah. Well, when you mess up excessively in a Let's Play, I guess I should say. Too much editing in a Let's Play, I think, also dragged it down substantially. Which is why I kind of avoid it. Hey, look, it's a section from Lost World. From, Sonic Adventure 1. Except not as thrilling as it was in Lost World. Not particularly less thrilling, I guess. It's just, I don't know, but that was the last Sonic level. Well, assuming I can hit the goal ring. Jesus Christ. And then we'll move on to the final boss of this area.
Just made it.
And by area, I mean story. I'm a very tired man, and I have class in the morning. Although I have plenty of time till class. Like, I'm not really in a rush to finish or anything, so it doesn't matter, because I don't have class till, like, 9:30. College is so great. I don't like it, but I don't hate it either. This cutscene's cool, though. Anything with Sonic and Shadow in this game, I think, was pretty neat. They had a nice dynamic going.
I thought that capsule you were in exploded in
You know,
space.
what can I say? I die hard.
That's a great line, too.
You actually saved me, you know.
It was a Chaos Emerald, wasn't it? But there's no way you could have activated the Chaos Control using an emerald that's fake. So, there's more to you than just looking like me. What are you, anyway?
What you see is what you get. Just a guy that loves adventure.
That's my favorite Sonic quote ever. Like, I'm not usually a big fan of, like, video game quotes are great and all. Like, but there are some good ones, and that one, I know it's cheesy, but that's kind of why I like it. It, like, encapsulates Sonic for me as a character. It's so good. Like, honestly, more so than any other Sonic quote, I think. What you see is what you get. Just a guy who loves adventure. I'm Sonic the Hedgehog. That's, like, 10 out of 10 cheesy, perfect goodness. I love that so much. But hey, we are at the final boss of the hero story, and I like this boss fight. I think it's pretty cool. It's very much in the vein of modern Sonic boss fights, except he uses his multiplayer powers, which in this case is Chaos Spear. Then he Chaos controls away. They don't really advertise it, but this boss fight's actually on a bit of a timer. If you take too long, you'll die because you will run out of platform because it loops, but the platforms fall behind you when you hit Shadow. So you better be on top of things or else you're not surviving. But again, I think it works. I messed that one up, so I gotta wait for him to teleport in front of me. Then I gotta let him do his thing. Let him do his thing. Come on, Shadow, you wanna do your thing? Cool. Yeah, you gotta let him do a Chaos Spear. I don't think you have to, actually, but I swear it's the only reliable way to hit him. This fight's... I guess it's actually... It's a little less thrilling than I remember, if I'm being honest. Come on, do your thing, Shadow. Die! He's dead. I killed him.
Game over, Shadow.
Man, that boss fight's fun. Like, it's nothing incredible, but... I don't know, I kinda like it. I think it's neat stuff. And Eggman's dead. Tails murdered him really brutally. Not really, but... That is a thing in Shadow the Hedgehog, which I'm quite a big fan of in that game. Like, I think it's way too funny.
Awesome job, Tails.
Sonic!
Look outside.
So Sonic destroys the not Death Egg because it's not. It's totally different. This one's only half of a Death Egg. Yeah, he destroys the Arc. Well, the cannon on the Arc at least. He destroys the Eclipse cannon. It's much more accurate because I mean the rest of the game takes place on the Arc. But that was Sonic Adventure 2's Hero Story, everyone. We did it. I didn't think it was going to be multiple... I thought it was going to be multiple streams. It was short enough. I did it in one. It was a 2-hour stream, so it was pretty long. It was a lengthy stream, but most of the people stuck with it for a pretty long time. And you know what? I had a lot of fun with that. That was a very good time for all involved, I would hope. Thanks, everyone who joined in. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for the subs. I got way more subs in the stream than I thought. I guess a lot of people don't have sub public because I jumped like 8. Or not 8. I went from 37 to 42. So I went up by more than the average. So I'm pretty pleased with that. That was a pleasant experience for me, and I hope everyone enjoyed watching. I certainly enjoyed streaming. I love Sonic Adventure 2 so much. It's such a dumb, goofy, fun game. Like, again, it's not a perfect game. It's got a lot of problems. It's got a lot more problems than I think people even really like to acknowledge. But in the end, it's fun. That's kind of all you need. So yeah, next time, this time next week, I'm gonna try and start it a little bit earlier next week. But next Wednesday, again, will be the Sonic Adventure 2 Dark Story stream. So I will, as always, throw up a little thing about it on Twitter. I'm making a Discord sometime this week, probably tomorrow after class, because I have a little while to wait before I can go home. So probably during that, I'll set up a Discord and get everyone nice and involved in that. The people who want in on that, I'll leave a link to it up on my Twitter. Leave a couple slots open on it. So everyone can join in on that. If you want a direct notification, you can always hit the bell icon to get a note when I am live or have just uploaded. If you like the sound of my voice, I don't just do Sonic streams, despite what my channel history recently has essentially been. When I have the time, I do like to make videos as well. Videos I'm generally pretty proud of. Lots of high effort, high detail content that I don't really have the time to make these days. Unfortunately, that's just the nature of being in college, I guess. But you can still check those out. There are a couple coming out in the next few weeks, especially with Mega Man 11 coming out. Can't wait for that. Got 2 other videos, one halfway through editing, one halfway through recording and filming, both with finished scripts, obviously. So lots of stuff coming on the channel in the next few weeks. You guys have a great night. Thanks to everyone for joining in. This is the Dark Side trailer. People don't seem to know these exist, but if you sit through the credits of either story, well, if you sit through the credits of the Dark Story, you get the Light Side trailer, or the Hero trailer. If you sit through the Hero credits, you get the Dark Side trailer. That's what I just said. And then whenever we beat the Dark Story next week, we'll be getting the ad for the last story, as it is referred to. But hey, that's it for now. I'm gonna go probably just to bed because I'm a tired man. Thanks for joining in, everyone. Good night.